Okay, let's talk about this test. This is question number 1. Question number 1 says, who is the mother of cub 711? Now, I'm a person who likes to use a scratch piece of paper, so that's what you're seeing over here is my scratch paper. So this is cub 711. And I have 3 choices for this cub's mother because I have 3 females right here. I have 628, 630, and 687. Okay, so looking at cub 711, I'm going to come over here, and cub 711 has 2 B's. So I'm going to come up here. Could it be 628? Yeah, because this person has an A and a B. I mean, not person, a lion. 630 has 2 B's, but 687 has 2 C's. So is it possible that cub 711 has that lion as a mother? No, because it got a B from mom and a B from dad, and this lion, 687, only has C's. So I'm going to cross that one off on my list. Now, something that I'm going to kind of show you on here, if you're just not super familiar with Schoology, is if you go over here, see this little A with the line through it that says eliminate choices, I could also come down and eliminate my choice like that. And then if there was another one I wanted to eliminate, I could just check that one too. And so if you click in and out of here, it will let you eliminate choices if you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to my question though. All right, so we eliminated 687. Let's move on to the next gene. Our next gene is FCA45. This cub has an M from one parent and an O from the other parent. And if I look up here, all of these females have an M, so it could be any of them, right? So that one doesn't help eliminate. So I move to my next one. The cub has an S from one parent and a T from another parent. Well, all of these have S and T's, so that doesn't help me out a whole lot. So I move on to my last one. This cub has alleles E and H. And if I come up here, I'm choosing between 628 and 630. Well, 628 only has D's, so it can't be a possibility. But 630 has both an E and an H. So I'm going to go ahead and eliminate 628. So I know 630 is my mama. So I'm going to click 630, and that's my answer. Okay, now we're moving on to question 2. We just answered the question of who is the mother lion in question number 1, and now we want to know who is the father of lion 711. So I have a few possibilities for dad. I have 633, 631, 695, 668, 657. That's supposed to be a 6. Okay, so we're going to do exactly like we did for the mom, and we're going to go through and we are going to eliminate possibilities. Okay, so this is the cub that I'm looking at. And I know that this cub had to have gotten a B from mom and a B from dad. And we know mom was 630. She has 2 B's also. So we are looking for a male lion that has at least 1 B because this cub got a B from mom, and then we know it had to have gotten a B from dad. Well, 657 doesn't have any B's, so it can't be the right answer. 668 does have B's. 695 has B's. 631, no B's. 633 does have B's. Okay, so we move on to the next one. The baby lion has an M and an O. And if I go back up to mom has an M and an N. So I know that baby lion got the M from mommy, so it had to have gotten the O from the dad. So let's look up here and see which ones have O's. 657 doesn't have any O's, but we've already eliminated him. Looks like all of the rest of them do. All right, so we'll move on to the next gene. Baby has an S and a T. Let's see what mom has. Mom has an S and a U, which means that the baby got the S from mom. So I'm looking for a dad that has at least one T. That one's already eliminated. Oh, that one doesn't have any T's. Goodbye, 668. 661 is already eliminated. Okay, so we'll move on to our last one. Cub 711 has an E, N, and H. Let's see what mom has. Well, mom has an E, N, and H too, and I have two possible dads left. I have 695 and 633, so let's check them out. 695. He has a D and an F, and my cub doesn't have a D or an F. So I know 695 can't be my daddy. Let's just double check and make sure that 633 does make sense. So again, my cub has an E and an H, and my daddy lion has an E. So my daddy lion, 633. Okay, on to question number 3. Question number 3 says, examine cub 712. For gene FCA45, that's this gene right here, which allele was given by the cub's mother? Okay, so let's look to see what alleles the cub even has for FCA45. So cub 712 has an M and an O. Okay, so I'm going to look up to the possible mothers. All of my females have an M, but not a single one has an O. So it's not possible that the cub got an O from mom, because none of the females have an O. So cub had to have gotten an M from Mamacita. Okay, question 4 is the most in-depth when it comes to the alleles. You kind of have to put everything together on this one. It's not harder, it's just a little bit longer. So this time I'm still talking about cub 712. And it says, for FCA96, which allele was given by the cub's father? So here is my cub. And for this allele, I have a possible E or a G. And the easiest way to do this is to do process of elimination like we did before. So I'm going to do find out who the parents are first. Okay, moms are 628s, 630s, and 687s. Dads, I have 633, 631, 695, 668, and 657. All right, so we'll find out the parentage first. I personally like to start with the mom because there's only 3 moms and it's easier to narrow them down. All right, so let's look at cub 712. Cub 712 has a C and a C. Look up at our females. Well, that's pretty darn easy. The only one that even has C as an option is 687. So we just found mom. Boom, boom. Okay, let's move on to dad. I know that dad had to have given a C also. 631 doesn't have any C's. Bye-bye 631. M's and O's. And I know that it had to have gotten an M from mom, so it had to have gotten an O from dad. So 657, you can't be the dad because you don't have O's. Move on to the next one. S and U, and it looks like mom has a T and a U, so I had to have gotten S from dad. So 695 can't be it. All right, and we'll move on to the last one here. Cub 712 has an E and a G. Mom has a D and a G. So it had to have gotten G from Mom because it has G. So it had to have gotten E from Daddy. So it got this gene right here from Daddy because it got the G from Mom. So E is my answer. Okay, question 5 asks us reasons why it might be good, beneficial, for lions to live in groups. Well, we know that hunting in groups does save energy because generally animals that are hunting by themselves aren't super successful. We know that living together in groups helps protect them from other lions and predators like hyenas. The females share parenting responsibilities. They all kind of take care of each other's cubs. Males get to pass along their genes to offspring from several females. Well, we usually have 1 or 2 males in a pride and a whole bunch of females, so that's true. Now this one says additional males often move into the pride to help protect the existing offspring. That one is not true because a lot of times what happens is the males try to kill the cubs that don't belong to them. So here's going to be our answer on that one. Okay, so we're going to read question number 6 carefully and decide what's the information that we need and what information don't we need. So each lion in a hunting party has 15,000 kilocalories to expend. Use up hunting a zebra. How many lions are needed to hunt the zebra? So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to look at my zebra. Here's my zebra. And here's the information that's important. It takes 55,000 kilocalories to hunt the zebra. Now, each lion has 15,000 kilocalories to spend. So I'm going to divide my total number of kilocalories that it takes, 55,000, by the amount each lion has. When I do that, I get 3.6 repeating. However, I can't hunt with 0.6 lions. I mean, you just don't see like the back half of a lion running around. So 3 lions isn't enough. So my answer needs to be 4 lions.